And even when I go out like do shows for gay white audiences, like last August, I went up to the Poconos to do a show. Um, and in all transparency, it was a nude resort. Um,
I would have kind of loved just to
That
be
came to
there.
my mind. I was like, Poconos, champagne jacuzzis,
and
right.
it was when they booked me for it.
Mhm.
I kind of could tell what they were hoping at. Like, I mean, they wanted me to perform naked, and I was like, well, that costs
Wait,
a lot extra
oh wow,
to get me
Wow.
to
Did they really
perform naked.
ask you that?
wow.
How
They
did they
they put
approach
they
you with
put it
that?
out there. They
So are
put it
we in
out
Get
there.
Out? Is this the movie Get Out? You know,
It was
like
almost like a gay get out, almost.
I was like, whoa, this shit sounds so similar. I think
I'm
I'm
trying to tell you.
Almost,
damn.
but like
Well, don't drink the tea.
when I was performing, like I could tell they were disappointed that number one, I was speaking to them about the issues that I was speaking about. And secondly, because I did not come out there naked, I think if I would have came out there naked, slinging a dick in the face of the audience and
But
talking about,
Samson, how did they? I really want to know. If this is too much, then you could be honest and be like, I don't want to answer that question. But how did they come to you? Were they like put you to the side, like, yeah, we want you to sign this contract for the show you're going to be doing. By the way, there's a clause for extra money. Well, was it was it like that? Was it like,
no, no, they hit us up like me and my cousin and I we run my business, and
yeah,
so because my cousin is I'm more the finer details. But
yeah,
my
yeah,
cousin is very like black and white. My cousin is like,
yeah.
oh no, this some bullshit. We not answering that email. Um,
I like your cousin though.
yeah, my
Right,
cousin is
right. We
very
like him. We
like,
need to bring him on the show, right?
and it's a girl. My cousin, she very
Yeah,
masculine, very very masculine black woman. She's very much what you want with my cousin.
I get along with
Um,
her.
right.
I get along with
yeah,
her. Isn't it start
very
with a
like
B? Start with a B?
Vanja.
Yep. Okay, that's her. Okay, okay. Yeah,
Yes,
she's been on top of shit. I'll tell you that right now.
yeah, like she can read the way certain things are worded in an email, and she's like
Yeah.
reading. She like, listen to this, she's like, no, you're not doing that. And then, or
Wow.
she'll read
Wow.
something and she'll be like, well, you need to ask them for this, and that kind of
So yeah, yeah,
it helps protect me, but that's
yeah,
besides the point.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so
So it's
so
more
they
like
hit
so
us
it's
up.
more like she read the email and was like, nigga, they want you to take your clothes off. Did
No,
you see
no,
that?
she didn't say that. She sent me a text message, and she said, "You feel like performing for a bunch of naked gay white men?"
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
She just, she
That's what I
just,
wanted to get to, the juice of it.
yeah, she
How
just
did
spit
they
it
break
out.
it
Like
to
they
you?
sent this elaborate email about what it was
Yeah,
about
yeah.
and this and that, and made it sound like it was this empowering weekend of like body image. And she was like, "These a bunch of freaks. You feel like performing for them?" And so,
I
um,
like that.
I do too. I swear to
These
God, she like,
motherfucking
look,
freaks.
from what I
They want
read
you to
was
perform
they on
naked.
some
They're like, naked? Naked.
yeah,
how much
and
though?
so she told me how much it should be, um, but it's really hard
Mhm.
to project exactly what. And then I don't do it just for the money, but you do still need to keep a roof over your head and stuff
Yeah,
as you do your work. So
yeah,
we're very
yeah.
intentional about that. But I didn't know these was gonna be like a bunch of old naked gay white men.
Oh,
And
Gotcha. Gotcha.
and so I said, well, let me call the dude. So I called him, and he was
Yeah.
very nice, but it was just he
Hmm.
threw stuff in, So when you come here, you can get naked too if you want, and this and that, and I'm
if
like,
you
that's
want.
not gonna happen.
Well, what was the pay difference?
Well, he didn't offer. I just was thinking in my head, and my cousin also said, like, "You're not
Mhm.
performing naked." That was already that. Like that
Okay,
was my
okay, okay.
decision.
Already established. Cuz said no, no, sir, we're not doing this. You're like, agree, we're not doing it.
Yeah, but
That's
if they would
good.
have
Yeah.
wanted me to do that, oh, it would have been in the double digits for sure.
Oh, so he said you got a price.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
If
would
they
mean,
have
would have
had a
met that
price,
price, you would have made. Gotcha, gotcha,
but I would
gotcha,
have
gotcha.
rent would have been paid
Businessman.
for a whole year. Rent
oh,
and bills would have paid for a year, and there would have been no pictures of it.
That's it.
picture, no video.
Yeah.
Everybody has to sign a clause of whoever's there. Look,
Yep.
what we doing is
Yep.
not what you think we about to do. Okay.
Right.
Yep.
But
Yep.
even
Exactly.
after that show, I could tell that the way that because I mean I talk about racism in the gay community, and of course you don't want to hear that when you're on a resort. But when they called me to come, they knew what they was getting, so it shouldn't have been no surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But I could tell the energy that I was getting from many of them afterwards, like they had this what you call a circuit party. And
Yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
on the porch, they had like this porch area where you could go get hot dogs and you know drinks and stuff like that. And some
Yeah.
of them were
Yeah.
weird. Like I'm not even gonna get into some of the details, but it's just some weird shit was going on out there. And okay, I might as well say it. When you go to these things, it's like hard because we're up in the Poconos on this resort, and so you had to eat the food that was there.
Ew.
Um,
Sorry.
some people you go to these things and they be into some weird stuff like the food tasted interesting. I would just say that. Some of them
Okay.
they be
The
coming
food
in the
tastes
food and
interesting.
shit.
Like, oh, wait. Back up. You said they do
Drugged,
what in the
drugged
food?
Some of
up.
them they be coming in the food and stuff. So it's like,
Wait. Like
Wait, what?
juices in the food? You talking about they coming like
come
Like, like,
sperm in the food?
nut and other bodily excretions, and you can taste that shit in the food. And I was just like eating the salad, and I'm like,
oh my God.
God
Like,
damn.
I'm
God
eating.
damn.
I remember eating this salad, and I'm eating it, and I'm like, I know these motherfuckers ain't shitting this salad.
oh my God. That's nasty. Oh my fucking God. I couldn't. I'm like, I wouldn't.
Thank
Mm-mm.
thank you, Sampson. That visual was seared in my brain forever.
Well, you shouldn't
Well,
ask the
I
question.
mean, and this is
I
not
shouldn't
me.
have.
You shouldn't
Right.
ask the goddamn question. Now look
Ask
what
too
you got.
goddamn many
You got
questions.
the fucking visual now.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be blatantly honest with
Yeah.
y'all. I
Yeah. We
think
appreciate that.
there is a huge difference between black gay men and white gay men. Not all white gay men, and there are some black gay dudes who fuck white men. Some of them, they be in the fisted and all
Hmm.
that type of shit. And it's no
Hmm.
judgment. This is just me spitting out what is.
Yeah.
Um, but some of them gay white men, like, they got plenty of money and, they're heads of big organizations and companies. And so when you get to that status
Yeah.
and have all that, you probably do get into some freaky shit. They be into some freaky shit and they want you to pee on them and knock them downstairs and,
Knocking down the stairs. So I'm not knocking you down the
Nigga.
stairs for some shit you did, nigga. You just want me to do it?
Wow.
it will make them come
Wow.
if you push them down,
Wow.
3 or 4 stairs.
What their daddy hit them?
Oh,
Because
damn.
I'm like, bro, that's
I
I don't
don't
think
weird.
money
know.
would make me say, you know what? I want a motherfucker to just beat my ass with a lead pipe. Boy, I tell you, that would feel great. Push me down the
They be in
stairs
this,
and
they
piss
want
on
to
me at
get
the same
spanked
time.
and they want you to put sweet potatoes up their ass and all.
Sweet
I
pot-
mean,
Sweet potatoes.
No, that's the shit we eat. Why?
right.
Black
Oh,
folks
sweet
love sweet
potatoes up
potatoes.
there.
I want sweet
Mary,
potatoes, but not in my ass
this
and nobody else's.
podcast, look, this podcast going viral.
Oh Lord.
Nigga, he didn't spill all the gay tea.
They just all the
Sweet
gay
potatoes
tea.
up the ass,
Like,
nothing on the salads.
like, no, that's wrong. And now now I'm gonna look at motherfuckers like, I don't know how you cooking this meal today.
You just gotta be. I don't know. They might not have, but I just thought it was interesting that I was up there and I was eating it. Cause I mean, they didn't have a lot of stuff that I could have. So I'm like eating it. And I just remember, I'm like, I don't know. It might have just been me freaking out because there's a bunch of naked people that I'm like, you can smell some of them and,
Ew.
they just walking right up to each other, digging up each other's ass and shit like that. And I'm just
Oh,
like,
wow.
Well,
and you don't want nobody, you don't want a bunch of naked people you don't know around the food anyway.
Yeah,
I'm like,
sorry. I'm sorry I opened that line of questioning. My bad.
no, you're not. It's okay. It
Mary,
happened.
I apologize for that.
Don't apologize. It was a great ass story. It was funny as fuck. And now I know.
It was a great fucking story.
It was.
Right. It was like, look, that was like a Charlie Murphy skit.
It really was.
You know what?
Nigga.
And I'm gonna tell y'all this because I have done events with naked black gay men, and I'm gonna tell you what the difference is. The difference is you can look at each of those black men and you can tell they washed their ass before they came out. And when it's time to eat, everybody shows up with clothes on. That's the difference.
That's respect. That's respect. So it's not like you're not objectifying that person.
Well, it's different.
Yes, you are, but it's still they're a little classier.
No, I don't know. I think that just goes to show like the difference between cultures, like with some.
Yeah, it's a cultural difference.
When you like, for instance, when I was there, they just didn't give a fuck. They were just all up in each other's ass and shit, smacking each other on the butt, and just go grab one of the dinner rolls out the thing that everybody got to eat off of and shit. And I've been with.
Rolls smell like ass.
You just
grab
like
a couple of ass rolls.
I'm like,
And I was thinking about fast.
That motherfucker.
I was there for 2 days. I was thinking about fasting the whole time because that shit was retarded. And then I was in the cabin. They were sleeping outside and stuff. And I am just not into that. So they put me in a cabin. Somebody 2 doors down that what's supposed to be in there was coughing and sneezing and shit. And then we had to share a bag. It was just if I ever do one of those again, I'm gonna come the day of and leave right after because that was too much.
Yeah, understood.
First off, thank you for sharing that because that was wild.
That
was. I was like, wait,
super wild.
No, because
I'm gonna have to take a drink after this podcast.
I mean,
I'm gonna tell you that.
But it still confirms those cultural differences because even like
there are. Yeah.
Like I had a coworker. I think when I first came to Wisconsin, she came out of the bathroom, didn't even wash her hands, but had the nerve and had the absolute nerve to bring something for the potluck. And so, and I told her like that's not sanitary, because I used to be a CNA at one point too, and I was like, and I told her about it, and she got angry. She got angry that I told her, "Bitch, you need to wash your hands." Another coworker got mad when I saw her do the same thing, and she purposely wait until you leave the bathroom so she can walk out without washing her hands.
That's so nasty.
I was like,
nasty.
I don't do potlucks with these people, and
I don't do job potlucks, and even if we did like a family potluck, we knew the one that had the roaches. We would ask that person, and I'm not saying no name, but we would ask that person to just bring cups, chips.
Yep, stuff you don't have to make.
Bring some ice.
Right.
Shit you can't fuck up with your nasty ass home.
Right.
You got a lot of some of them cucarachas up in there. You know what I'm saying? Can't be fucking with that.
I can't have no egg brewing inside of me. That's crazy.
Exactly. No, sir.